Yo, what time it is? It's time for the Howling Wolf, man, and we back howling with the Wolf again, man. We got some special guests in the building. Hope y'all tuned in, man. First of all, let me say thank you. Got a few church announcements, man. Hey, we've been having a good time building over here, and I thank y'all for coming back in for another episode. You feel me? It's another school year, another time to tap in, man. So we got a special episode for the youth this time. We going back again to another guest we had before, Marlon from Preparing Youth for Success. What's up, though, Marlon?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much,
Thanks
man.
for having me.
I appreciate it, man. And to your left, we have a special guest, Jordan, a young entrepreneur, a product of the program, a young businesswoman, a young talented actor, and all around great talent from the city, man. The next generation of great things. Can you tell us a little bit about us, you young mogul? Set you up a little too fast. That's all right. Let's start off with talking about the name of your business.
The name of my business is Chocolate Trifecta, because trifecta means perfect in sets of three. So most of my stuff comes with three main ingredients, or it's 3, 6, 9. That's how the prices go. And then I make cheesecakes and chocolate covered strawberries, stuff like that.
That's dope, man. And it sounds good. I seen the pictures. Everything looks definitely delicious, man. So you have a website or anything they can go to order from?
ChocolateTrifecta.com.
All right, that's awesome, man. Now the information's out there, man. You are a great product of the Preparing Youth for Success program, man. Can you tell us a little bit about your program and offer it, Marlon, for the kids that weren't around last season when we talked about it?
Okay. So Preparing Youth for Success is a nonprofit organization, a 501c3. We started in 2019. Last year we serviced at a cornerstone school, Madison Carver Academy. And this upcoming, we're here now at the school year that we're in right now. We're getting ready to go into Orchard Lake St. Mary's Preparatory School on their campus, and we're getting ready to run some 1-week workshops once a month. We just added STEM, science, tech, engineering, and math. So we're going to teach some coding and some programming. We're trying to meet the kids halfway even more now.
That's what's up.
So now we bring in the gaming world. We're trying to meet them halfway and trying to get relevant with them as far as that go. And we know that there's so many creative people today, and especially the young people today. So now we're trying to help them with their creativity and push for more content. You know what I mean? For them to create more content as far as gaming, programming, those things of that nature. So as well as financial literacy, and we had interpersonal skills as well. We teach interviewing. How to sell yourself. We trying to teach the young people how to go get a job and how to sell themselves, and also how to be an entrepreneur as well.
A lot of those soft life skills that really make you a self-sufficient person. And it's one of them things you preaching and also practicing, because this is your daughter. She's a wonderful young woman who's an entrepreneur already. She has great aspirations and ambitions and stuff, and she's making progress and doing those type of things. And that's something that everybody kind of aspires to for their child. And this is a great program to come be a part of that, because in today's world, there's so many ways to connect to your passions and your talents in a positive way, to find a way to be happy with the life you choose to make money in. And these kids are playing Fortnite, and Fortnite characters are imitating the musicians, and the kids are changing culture, and that's who they are using as a litmus test for the next big explosion or a fad or anything like that. So if we give these children the skills to monetize that culture that they're in the process of creating at an early age, we set them out there to the world prepared and more successful than we could ever hope they could be.
Absolutely agreed. And it all comes from, I know I touched on this before, but I was never taught financial literacy until I took a college course my freshman year at Tennessee State University. Then I got economics, and then I still didn't understand what the information was, because I should have got it a little bit earlier. Okay, then I got my first credit card on campus, because they were just handing out, they were just signing
I
up.
remember they were right there in the courtyard,
They
right
just
there waiting
signing up
for you.
students. Here, come get a credit card. Here's a free T-shirt to come along with it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I got the credit card, I went to the mall and swipe. And it
feel
was
me?
so easy just to sign my name and give me the shoes and give me the items. So I didn't learn financial literacy the right way. I learned through pain,
Yeah.
through a bad credit score and having to restore it and build it back up. So the point of it is preparing you for success. We want to help prepare our youth for success. The more prepared you are for something, we all know, the better you are in fulfilling and executing that. That comes with a test, the game, everything. Executing a game plan, a business plan, it all takes preparation and focus. So if you had the answers to the test, it only makes sense to study them, to apply them, and then be successful. So that's just what we're trying to do. And so our goal is I know we said we're going to be in Orchard Lake St. Mary's, which is a very nice area of the campus, but our goal is to we're going to bus in the students from Pontiac, Michigan, and some in Detroit. We're going to bring some from Detroit on scholarships for free. So we have a plan all the way written out, and we just got to execute it. So
I'm really excited to see you come back when you got that ready, man, because I know one thing about you, all of your plans that I've seen you put together has really been about building access and giving skills to everybody. And I love to see the change that it makes immediately in the children that you come in contact with, man. So a little bit more from you, Jordan. How has some of these lessons you feel helped you get closer to your goals? And how did you even start actually going from the idea of your company to being able to execute it?
My dad, like, he would always, like, whenever I got money, I would just, like, spend it. Like, if I got $20, I would go buy something from the store. He told me that I need to start saving my money. So he put me through the program, and I started, like, learning with the rest of the class, and I got a bank account, and I started putting my money there when I started making money from my business. So
That's awesome. That's dope. So how long do you well, I'm sorry, how long have you been into cooking in this company? What made you decide that this is something that I would like to start? Because you could have started a t-shirt company, a hat company. How'd you hone in your idea and like really focus in on like, this is for me?
my cousin gave me, like, this brownie recipe, and I just tried it for fun, and everyone in the house ate the brownies. So I took them to school, and I started selling them, like, $4 per brownie, and I made like $200 that
Oh,
month.
wow.
So I made my website, like, over the weekend, and I started baking products and putting them up on the website, and I got a lot of, like, customers from that.
Yeah, you kind of blew up fast, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And that's a good sign. That shows you that you're a good businesswoman. You got a knack for how to identify a need and fill it immediately. That's a sign of a good business person. You know, it's a lot of people out there with $1 million ideas. The difference between them is you got to get up and actually do it. I love that about you. And your dad was talking about you wanted to get into acting and expand your career beyond just being a businesswoman. What made you think about acting and have an interest in that? Were you in drama class? Were you ever in plays or performances?
um, I haven't done, like, any plays or anything yet, but I want to. But ever since I was younger, like, I used to watch Disney Channel a lot, and I always wanted to do that because it's like no matter, like, what you're going through, or if you had a hard day at school or work or something, like, you turn on the TV for 30 minutes or an hour, like, it takes your mind off of that. So I always wanted to be the person to help people do that.
That's really inspiring. You know, I always was into film and stuff because I just had a love for storytelling. And I remember when I first wanted to become an animator, those really, really old fashioned Looney Tune, Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner commercial like cartoons. I used to love the background. They used to look like Norman Rockwell paintings, and I used to aspire to like paint that well and do it. So that's why when cartoons started looking like kids could draw them and scribble them and stuff, kind of took me out of them. But it's cool to see kids be inspired by the things around them and then manifest it in a positive way. Because a lot of people just sit on the couch and enjoy the TV show and become a couch potato. But the difference between the people that's great is when you see somebody doing something great, it inspires you and you get up and mimic and do it for yourself and start creating that. And that's a great early sign that you're gonna be an amazing talent, an amazing force in this world and in this industry if you keep manifesting things, speaking it out, and then actually achieving it. So set one goal in front of the other and keep doing it, and I hope you do great things. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I appreciate you, and we have you gonna stick around after the break because we have a big announcement coming up too as well. But before we do that, man, let me get a little bit more from you, Marlon, about everything you've been doing. You told us what you got geared up for this summer. You had a very busy summer, and you got some big plans for next summer too.
Yes.
Can we talk about that? Are you ready to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So coming out of this summer, I just came from doing my basketball tour. That's what I like to call it, my basketball camps. So I spent like close to a month pretty much in Louisville, Kentucky during the summers. I've been doing it for probably like the last 14 years. And the first camp is Rajon Rondo. So I did his camp sometime in June, end of June. And then the first week of July, I think I did D'Angelo Russell's camp, D-Lo camp.
Okay.
D-Lo's camp. So it was a lot of action-filled fun. Devin Booker pulled up. Obi Toppin. Of course, D'Angelo was there. There was some other pros there, and they're trying to continue to build it. They're trying to make it like a D'Angelo Russell weekend. So, like where we playing golf and people, the spades turn. All right, I ain't gonna say too much more, but stay tuned. There's gonna be some stuff coming up on that. But next summer, 2024, we're working on we're expanding our workshops to like a camp. We really want to. When I grew up, I went to the Boys and Girls Club.
Facts. Everybody love that. That and
so,
Bustle, you feel
yeah,
me?
Man,
I was
yeah,
a West Side Bustle kid, you feel me?
Yeah. I heard the kids say they go to Bustle the other day. It threw me back. She was saying she go there with her brother. I was like, that's dope. But so we're gonna try to bring that back where we do the station. So like I said, I do basketball camps, and we split the kids up into teams, and we do stations for drills, for fundamentals, right? We do ball handling, passing, all the fundamentals. So I'm like, let's do the Boys and Girls Club thing, where we're gonna, sports isn't for everybody. It does teach you. It is one of the greatest teachers, but not every kid wants to go and be in a camp, a basketball camp where you playing against people that know how to play and they trying to get better. You might not be that kid. So we trying to meet the kids halfway. So once again, we're gonna take our financial literacy, interpersonal skills, our STEM and coding, and then we're going to also add dance. We have a dance instructor. Shout out to Babs. And then we also have art, where we're bringing in an art instructor. And we're going to add some type of physical activity in there, like just run outside, go to the lake, play around, stuff like that. And then the last component is digital art. We're going to do photography. We're going to teach them how to take pictures, views, editing, which is big. I know some people need some editors today. So we're going to teach them how to edit and lighting and just, all the stuff. We're going to try to help with the creative culture. You know what I mean? Because that's what today is. I understand that every student, every kid is not going to be an all-A student. It's not going to go and be a bachelor degree, student.
And I feel that too, man, but I kind of almost want to stop you for a minute and pause because I don't want to also put that narrative that's an alternative to those, because sometimes it'd be like a downgrade. There's this amazing talented people that want to be happy in life and make money and creative alternative ways. And it's okay if you don't want that bachelor's degree or something, but you can get out here and work these things like a trade. They just haven't set you up to be able to believe that you can monetize your talent in a way that people feel secure in. And when you mess with my man Marlon and the programs we got coming in future, that's the exact infrastructure that we want to put in place. We want to take these creative kids and give them a formula and a mentorship to be able to go out there and monetize those skills in a productive way where you can make a living off your passion and your art and not just get by.
Definitely. Last thing, I know you gotta go to a break. We gotta go to a break, but I definitely, this is one thing I want to encourage the young people because they didn't tell us. They told us to go to school, but they didn't tell us about trade school. So that's
Yeah.
another one. Like I know the HVAC is one that's very
Yeah.
popular today, but still people don't know. Young people don't know enough about. Like you can come out making just as much. Matter of fact, more than the bachelor degree person.
Yeah, we got to stop
So-
downplaying blue collar workers, man. Those are entrepreneurs. Those are business owners. Those are business savvy people who have learned how to monetize their skills. We got to stop looking down on blue collar workers.
No, we need them.
Yeah,
We need them.
and creatives are just as you're still making things with your hand. It's an art to making a chair. It's an art to making a painting. You know what I'm saying? And both deserve to be paid for. The mechanics work deserves to be admired just as much as the painting do. But the painting deserves to be paid for his labor. The painter deserves to be paid for their labor. The singer deserves to be paid for their labor, just like the mechanic do. And we got to change the way we think about these cultures so these people can really get paid, because who wants to live a life devoid of all creativity and art?
I agree.
You feel me?
I agree.
Hey, man, I thank you for coming back, bro. You know you're always welcome, man. We gonna definitely be connecting throughout the year, man, keeping up progress with the kids, showing the programs that you got, man. So I'm excited to see what you got to bring back to us the next time, man. Thank you for coming. We about to head to a break. DJ Don, you can take us out, man. Thanks. Yo, what's up? We back howling with the Wolff again, man. It's your boy, and I got some youth on the stage, man. Brand new exclusive right here. We got the cast of the new movie, some newly casted actors right here. First off, we have young DJ. What's up, DJ Dominic?
Thank you, Mr. Wolff. Can I call you Mr. Wolff?
You can call me Dad, bro. You can call me Pops, man. We ain't
Thanks,
gonna be
Dad.
All right. And we got another actor again, Miss Jordan, in here coming back for the second round. What's up, Jordan?
Hi.
And we got my man CJ, Big Chris, down there on the end. What's up? What up, though, man? All right, so the new movie, man, we got a couple of actors playing a young version of Vernon Carter here, Dominic. We have Lucy. What's your character name again?
Young Lucy.
Young Lucy. There we go. And we have down at the end, who you playing?
Young Stuart Carter.
Yeah, there we go. So 3 new actors, man. And this is your first acting role. Are you guys excited? How you feel about it? We're going to start with you down on that end, CJ.
I feel good, a little anxious.
A little anxious about it? How long have you been kind of curious about getting into the industry and acting and stuff?
I've been really curious about it. I'm not sure how long, but it has came to my mind a few times.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, what about you, Jordan, man? You excited for this new role?
Yeah.
You a little nervous? This is a little bit different, a little gangster story, a little bit of drama in it. Do you think you got the range to bring it? You think you could be something dynamic in that role?
Definitely.
You ready for it?
I'm more excited than nervous.
That's what's up. I like that energy. What about you, Mr. Dominic? How about you?
Well, this is my first movie I was going to be, so I'm pretty excited for it. Because I never been in a movie, so I hope I will get to be in another movie, like a horror movie.
For sure. And you have a lot of aspirations for movie yourself. In your personal life, you aspire to be a movie director one day. What do you do? What's some of the things you do to build your talent now as a content creator?
So I would write my stories on Google Docs. And I would show them to my teachers, and then I'll like print them out or show it to my mom or you.
That's dope. Can you tell us about some of the stories that you've written before?
But the first story I write was The Deep End,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a paranormal movie. The second one I write was Assessed to Death. It was like a part two to The Deep End,
Mm-hmm.
and it was about this crazy cousin who wanted to be the same person as the other cousin.
Mm-hmm. I always noticed when you tell me stories and you bring them to me, you already have like a sequel or a trilogy kind of in mind. When do you feel like your thoughts are usually big stories that you have to break up that are too big for one, or does the idea just keep growing so big that you keep adding to it?
Well, I wanted to story to like be like long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be like them short stories. I want to have like a beginning, middle, and end.
Mm-hmm. Like clear emotions in between the acts, like take you
Yes.
through highs and lows and different emotions, huh? You like to have a full story, huh?
Yes.
You can make it almost feel like an adventure, like a journey.
Yes, I want to feel like you're actually this person
Mm-hmm.
that cares deeply about your cousin,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just that it's so weird that you don't want to be around
Mm-hmm.
your cousin.
Mm-hmm. And what happens like in the end of the story? Do you want to
So
give it
in
away yet?
the end of Deep End,
Mm-hmm.
all of her friends die.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had a twin sister,
Mm-hmm.
and then she said, what happened?" And she said, "What you doing?" And then she said, "I was just playing a game with my friends. It's not what it looks like." And she
Mm-hmm.
said, "What friends? Your friend died in a car accident 3 years ago."
So I noticed a lot of your stories have like a big twist, and you like a lot of supernatural. And you said you want to get into hopefully cast it into more horror films. What are some of the movies that made you get into that? Why do you feel like you like horror films so much?
Well, I really love horror film because it's surprising,
Mm-hmm.
it's sad,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes you like put yourself in the character's positions. Like, what will you do?
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. I liked your perspective on that. You like really want to draw your audience in, and when you're storytelling, you really want to connect with them. I like that. What about you over there, CJ, the music man? A lot of your interests in the past have been music and stuff. Let's talk about maybe your first artist that you really felt connected to, that you felt like, okay, this is different from the music I listened to with my mom and my dad. This is something that is really speaking to me. What's that first artist that grabbed you?
The first artist that grabbed me was Melanie Martinez in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
She makes these cool music videos and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and her the reasoning behind all her music videos are like really deep, and that's kind of what got me.
Mm-hmm.
And her new era is like really cool, and she talks about like depression and suicide and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and she makes herself like um she turns herself into all her insecurities and turns into a monster that she makes um beauty. And she it describes her insecurities, but she wants to turn it into something that makes her powerful.
Mm-hmm. So it's almost like using the what people like using your weaknesses as strengths that people use against you, like actually making that part of herself something that she's proud of, because she's talking about the depression and the suicide, but in the end, she's able to turn that into something positive and move into a happy place. Um, I think this is important that we pay attention to some of the music that the kids like and not always put it down because it sounds different from what we like or it's not what we're used to seeing. A lot of these artists give these kids a safe place to express their emotions, or sometimes the child doesn't know how they feel until they see it visualized. So every time we see an artist, let's not jump off the bridge and say they're trying to brainwash our kids. Let's see if maybe why does this resonate with the kid? Why do they are feel like they need this type of expression and stuff? And I love the way that music connects to people and visuals. I was into a lot of weird, like maybe dark, not necessarily weird, but alternative stuff that black kids wasn't expected to listen to. You know what I mean? When you live outside the hood, you live outside the area, and you start growing interest and you start having more diverse friends, their culture starts to bleed into your interests as well. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, as you start to go to school in a more diverse area, what are some of those cultures that you kind of interacted with that might be a new sound or something new that you enjoy?
Most of the girls I go to school with, like, they love Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
And,
You're
like,
not a Swiftie?
I mean, I am.
A
I
little
like her
bit, yeah.
music. I don't like it as much as them, but when I was younger, I definitely listened to a lot of Taylor Swift songs.
I feel you. It's one of them things that just get on you. Like, I can't hate, man. When I'm in the mall and I hear them old school Backstreet Boys songs come on, you feel me? You can't tell me it wasn't a bop, dog. You know, I'm still more on the new edition sides and stuff, but you know what I'm saying? She wanted that way, it was a bop. And it's all right to feel it, I guess, let your hair loose and experience different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Other than the arts and stuff, man, what do you guys notice about culture and style and fashion that you're really interested in? What are some of the trends that you think is cool, that you think is going to stand around in the future that we old folks might not know about yet?
You want to go?
I mean, this is a trend that I hope stays around. You guys probably know about it. I like Britney Spears, how she used to dress back in the day, like her style. I like it. Christina Aguilera, like the way they used to dress, the 2000s, the 90s.
So,
look.
like, have you seen that movie Clueless? Is that what it is? Clueless with the two girls.
Are
Yeah,
you
the
talking
fashion.
about the board game Clue?
No, not the board game Clue. It was a movie Clueless. It was like
Oh, the
the
girl in
black girl and the
yellow?
white girl.
Yeah, that's
Was the two? Is that Clueless? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that kind of style with the knee socks and the plaid like stuff coming back. Is
Yeah.
that style like from the late '90s, early thousands coming back? That's what it is. I like it. That's hip. What about you, Chris?
My style is more so something that gives off this look that, oh, this person is like, gives off this crazy vibe. Like, I like a bunch of colorful stuff, but maybe something that says, oh, savage, danger, stuff like that, to make it more cooler, because it shows like a lot of creativity and stuff. But some outfits describe like your personality. Say if you probably come off as toxic, you probably wear something that would say that, but at the same time you would get like cool vibes from it.
What's a toxic outfit? What's a red flag item when you see somebody wearing this? They toxic. Get me hit.
Anything that people will put online and say, oh, don't wear this outfit, this person most definitely is toxic. So I would say if a person wears like something that doesn't trend anymore, like, okay, so say if they were like it's these leggings that they wear with rips. It say dangerous all over it. People wear those, and I'm looking like, what? Why are you wearing that?
Word. So it's like some toxic girls got like back in my day, all the toxic girls you knew if you looked down and baby girl had Team Jordans on with a jersey dress, she was toxic. You feel me? You didn't never go out with a girl who wears gym shoes with a dress in a nightclub when you get old enough to nightclub. It's always a red flag. I don't know if they do that, but in my generation, that's what those Savage leggings was, or the flip flops with the big sunflower on it.
Oh.
That was
Some
always
people at
Daisy.
my school, they would wear like these
Uh-huh.
brown Uggs with a long black dress.
Ah, the Uggs, the
Yeah.
Ugg generation. I'm so sick of the Ugg generation, boy. Or the bootleg Uggs, the bear paws, all of them, man. They be so beat up. Y'all ever remember the Smurfs, man? It looked like my man Gargamel shoes, dog. Like it's beat up little brown shoes with no. I always told people like, what if y'all got into a fight? You can't even kick nobody, and it feel like a pillow fight. But nothing kills me more than seeing the kids wear them in the summertime, bro.
Yeah.
Like, how do y'all wear them hot shoes in the summertime?
We wear a bunch of hot stuff in the summertime just because like we don't want them outfits to go to waste. Like I'd be like, oh, it's
You trying to make sure you get your freshness
Yeah.
out of it. You
I
gonna
don't
sweat
care-
through that
yeah,
for
I
that
don't
outfit.
I'd be sweating bullets looking my
Hey, as long as you digging it, man. What about you, dog? What about you down here on the end, DJ? I know you the jogging suit man.
Well, I like long sleeve shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Well, black and white is my color. You can clearly see I'm wearing black.
You feel me? I ain't mad at it, dog. Gotta stay cool sometime in the
Or
all black.
sometimes I would wear like a green, red, or
Mm-hmm.
any color shirt. But that's because that I'm just like having the best day of my life.
Yeah, I know you ain't the bright color dude. Your brother is night and day from you, my boy. I ain't gonna lie. There's a clear difference, bro. Hey, but let me get one hot song for the summer mixtape, dog. What's one song this summer that had y'all banging? Since the summer's over, you back to school. Give me one song that had you rocking all summer that you
That
enjoyed.
one song by I don't know that it got 21 Savage in it. It's called Peaches and Eggplants. It's really the beat really had me like on go. I was like, I was in a car. My mom was like, "What is this you listening to?" All they just making the sound like boo boo, and I'm like, it's
Oh, that
dope.
buh, 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 buh,
Yeah.
buh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. That dude go hard right there. What about you, Jordan? What's your song of the summer?
I don't have one in particular.
Uh-huh.
I was listening to a bunch of Drake this summer, so
Bunch of Drake.
like the upper beat like music, like those type of songs. But my music taste is a little different from everyone. I like old school songs. So.
That's cool. That was like that. I used to collect vinyl, and people used to make fun of me when I was young because I was listening to Al Green. When I was 10 years old, I was mad at my dad because he took my cousin Chris Darnell to. He had an extra ticket, right? And his friend canceled on him, so he was gonna take me to the Al Green concert. So I'm super hype. I'm going to the Al Green concert. And my cousin Chris Darnell get to go instead of me just because I was 10. I was still to this day hold it against him, dog, because I was one of the biggest Al Green. So that's cool. Shout out some of them old artists you be grooving to. I want to know if you got the good air. What you be rocking with? What's your old school jams?
Tupac.
Oh, I knew you was gonna do it to me. Ah. She said Tupac was old school. Oh, it hurt. You see the tear? Oh, right there. Not Tupac old school. I thought she was going to hit me with some real old school, but I guess that is y'all old school. Thanks for making me feel that way. Oh.
Oh, now that
She said Tupac. So, what up, my bad, Joe? What were you about to say, DJ?
now that she said it, it reminds me of that one one movie that came out like a while ago.
Yeah.
It was a new Chucky.
Yeah.
And Chucky held the knife and said, "This is for Tupac."
Facts, bro. So if Tupac old school, what's your other old school? Let me hear it. Because Tupac is dope. Tupac is dope. I guess that's 20-something years ago. That's old school. I'll give it to you. What else?
I like listen to like various different music at once. So like I like Whitney Houston.
That's solid. She got the pipes.
I like Al Green,
Uh-huh.
Tevin Campbell.
Okay. Okay, you like them love songs and stuff, them ballads, like that harmony sound. Yeah, I like that, man. Tevin Campbell used to be cold with the harmonies, man. He's a good one too, man. All right, well, what's your summer song, DJ?
Oh, I really like history.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard there was like a musical about this person
Mm-hmm.
who had like six wives.
Is that the?
Six. It was called Six the musical.
I ain't heard about that, but you might be
It
putting me
had
up on game.
it had a
You sound
live.
dope.
It had a live and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was about one wife who was
Mm-hmm.
divorced,
Mm-hmm.
one wife who got her head cut off,
Mm-hmm.
another wife who died,
Mm-hmm.
and then another wife who got divorced, and another one who got their head cut off.
So it's
The
a
f-
musical.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
that's
each
dope.
one. And
Mhm.
I have to say my favorite song is All You Have to Do.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
No, All You Want to Do.
Okay, you know one of my favorite musicals. I have two musicals that's like my favorite. I'm not a big fan of a lot of musicals, but one musical that I do love. If you ever get a chance to go home and look it up, right? There are two famous musicals. The very first one is called Hair. Just like the
Oh,
hair on your
yeah.
head,
I
right?
love
You've heard
Hair.
hair, you've heard it, right? It has the song, My Birthday is February 10th, and I'm an Aquarius. It has a famous song that's called Dawning of the Age of Aquarius in it. And it's a story about a young man who's protesting Vietnam, and his buddy is spending the summer with him, having a lot of fun because he just got drafted to go to Vietnam. So they give him the time of his life and take a cross country tour and drive to visit him. And they go having fun for a weekend because they snuck him off a base. And his best friend was like, "I'll stay here for you, do boot camp, and you go hang out because you're about to be shipped off. You might die." Well, guess what? He didn't make it back in time, and old boy had to go to Vietnam, and he ended up dying, and his friend stayed here by mistake. And it's like a really dramatic and sad story about the war, but the music is awesome. And if you do like old music, go back and check that one out. And the second one is called Across the Universe. It's a newer movie, but it has all the songs from the Beatles in there. And it's a great way to get exposed to rock music from the 60s and 70s and to hear a great story tied through all of them, okay? That's two dope ones. And any Tyler Perry movie, y'all know y'all grow up seeing all of them. Them
I
films.
love Sisters.
Yeah,
Sisters, yeah.
that's a good one, man. So I thank y'all for coming, man, and congratulations, man, on being inducted into the cast members and landing your first acting roles on the Vernon Carter story, Deceitful Family. All right, man. Shout out to Zurilla Films, man. Shout out to all the movie makers. We're going to be starting promotions. We got a lot of announcements coming up soon. And before we get up out of here, man, we want to say thanks to DJ Don and DJ Don Productions. Thanks to the Jungle Juice Network. And if you want to be a part of the team, we are expanding. All right. There's a lot of great deals. Please DM us. We are selling available radio space for you to have a home and a team behind your podcast, man. So if you're looking to expand, come on over to the Jungle Juice Network. Get you a 30-minute block, get you an hour block, and get you some visuals edited up and expand your business and be a part of the team, man. Thanks for coming again, man. It's the Howling Wolff Podcast, and we'll see y'all next week. Peace out.